Continuation of organic chemistry. The last topic is polymerization. Polymerization, the term polymerization means formation of long chain compound by the help of small molecules. This process is known as polymerization, and it's opposite of a cracking. In a cracking, what we do? In a cracking, we break the long chain into small. And in polymerization, opposite is done. If we have small molecule, we can join them and form a long chain compound. So most of these plastics are polymers. And polymerization is of two types. One is called addition polymerization. Another one is condensation. Just a minute. Is the formation of a long chain compound by the help of small molecules. And polymerization can be refers to addition or condensation. The term addition polymerization means small molecules join to form only one product, that is the polymer. And as we discussed addition reaction, the term addition reaction means when there's only one product, that kind of a reaction is known as addition reaction if you have only one product. So in addition polymerization, what happens? Small molecules will join together and only one product, and that is the polymer. But what is a condensation polymerization? Here the small molecules join to form polymer as and water molecule. Not always water molecule, but most of the time it forms water molecule. So in condensation, you can understand from the term condensation, it is refers like when a vapor is changing into liquid state. So what happens? Small molecules will join and they will form a polymer as well as a water molecule. So if we have example, small molecules, and this happen, we'll discuss this in detail, like addition and condensation difference. First, copy this part. Polymerization is the formation of a long chain compound by the help of small molecule. If only a polymer is formed, that kind of polymerization is called or known as addition polymerization. And if polymer is formed as well as the water molecule is also given off, that kind of polymerization is known as condensation polymerization. Addition polymerization is synthetic. Synthetic means man-made. But condensation can be synthetic or it can be natural. By nature also it exists, and synthetic man-made polymers are also there, which are condensation polymers. Addition polymerization occur in alkenes, first copy these two differences. I will explain in detail. This is just first You will understand these differences when I'll explain individual addition, polymerization, and condensation. So this occur in amines, carboxylic acid, and alcohols. Yes, finish writing this. Now, first one is addition polymerization. And what is addition polymerization and how it happened? In this polymerization, small unsaturated, when we say unsaturated, it means it contains double bond. A small unsaturated hydrocarbon break the bonds and form long chain compound known as polymer. So how it happened? Look, example, you have a small molecules, say you have many molecules of ethene. Eth means two carbon and ene means they should have a double bond. So if I draw the structure of ethene, so this is one molecule of ethene, C double bonded with C, one hydrogen up, one hydrogen down. Then this will be another molecule of ethene. Then this will be another molecule of ethene. Too many molecules are there. We don't have to draw all of them. There's a way to represent this, but because first thing I'm explaining, that's why I'm drawing as many as I can so that you understand the concept. So we have ethene molecules. These are the ethene molecules. And these small molecules are known as monomer. So we call them as monomers. So how this reaction occur? Actually, they combine with each other. How they combine with each other? So they break the double bond. Like example, the double bond will turn into single bond. So if double bond will turn into single bond, first I'm drawing the same structure, but without a double bond. As a double, when they react, the double bond will break and it turn into single bond. So what happened when the double bond will break? Now you can see carbon maximum can form 4 bonds. So this carbon breaks, there's a breaking of double bond for between these two carbon, then the second molecule third. So what happened? The carbon which break the double bond turn into single bond, they can form a bond with each other. Means this carbon can form a bond with this carbon as a double bond break. So this carbon linked with another carbon. Same thing, double bond break, it will link with another molecule. Double bond break between the two carbon atom, they link with another molecule. Double bond break and they link with another. And this will continue till all the double bonds will break and we'll have a long chain compound. So as we have a long chain compound, this long chain compound is known as a polymer. So small molecules, you can see first we have small molecules. This is one molecule. This is one molecule. Then this is a second molecule. Third molecule. Fourth molecule. And fifth molecule. But when they combine, when they collide with each other, the double bond will break and double bond will turn into single bond. How the double bond will break? We supply energy and we use a catalyst, so we break the double bond. Alkenes, how they react? Alkenes, we can break the bonds of alkene. So we use a temperature to break this bond. When the bond break, the molecules will link with each other. As the molecule will link with each other, you can see here, now all of them join together. This was the first molecule. This one is the second molecule. Then this one is the third molecule. Then fourth molecule, and then the fifth. But this will happen so on, and you can see all of them linked together as a double bond break. And when this long chain compound is formed, what we call this long chain compound? We call this long chain compound as polymer. And how to name the polymer? Polymers are named after the monomer. Like example, what is the name of the monomer? The name of the monomer is ethene. And what is the name of the polymer? Because there are many ethenes joined together, so it is called polyethene. And this polyethene, you use this word, you use this for shoppers, plastic shoppers. It's called polythene bags. So what are polythene? Actually, polythene is a long chain hydrocarbon. So polyethene is a long chain hydrocarbon which is formed by small molecules of ethene. Is it clear the idea of addition polymerization? So you have small molecules of alkene, they break the double bond, turn into single bond, and the molecules will link with each other. Plastics are also polymers, Afif. There are different types of plastics. Polythene is also a plastic. Is it clear the main idea how a polymerization occurs? I will give more examples, but the idea is that you have small molecules of alkene. They break the double bond and they form a link with each other by a single bond. When all the molecules join together, this long chain compound is simply known as a polymer. And the name of the polymer is always named after the monomer. If monomer was ethene, then polymer will be polyethene. It's not because there's a double bond or single bond, it's named after its. This is a rule that we name a polymer after its monomer, so it is easy to identify which monomer joined to form this polymer. Is it clear? Yes, since there is a single bond, here, so why we are still using a term ethene? For polymers, the rule for naming a polymer is not, because we did not name according to number of the carbon atoms, we did not count the carbon atoms. Otherwise, maybe because some of the polymers have more than 60 carbon atoms. So it will be difficult to name according to the number of the carbon and the bond present within the polymer. That's why, to make it easy, to make it convenient or easy, we just name the polymer after its monomer. We just include the word poly and then name of the monomer is used so we can easily recognize. Because this will have lot of carbon atoms and we are not counting any carbon atom. That's why we don't use the simple naming that count the number of the carbon atom, and if there's a single bond, it should be in. So just to make it convenient, we just name the monomer, we just name the polymer after its monomer.
So you'll only put poly in the beginning?
Yeah, just put poly in the beginning, and the name of the monomer. If it's ethene, it's polyethene. And you use this polyethene almost every day, like buying something from grocery store or outside. They're putting the objects inside a shopper, which is polyethene. So how to draw these? Because in exam, they asked to draw a structure of a polymer. They asked to identify the monomer or name the polymer. These type of questions are there. So how to do these type of questions? Example, if you have this compound, propene, okay? So the simple structure of the propene, if I draw a simple structure of propene, prop means 3 carbon, and ene means there will be a double bond. So CH2 will be there, CH will be there, and CH3. Now, if a question is draw a polymer formed by propene, because many molecules of propene should be there to form a polymer. So first thing, whenever a question is given, what is the first thing? First step is your monomer should appear like letter H. Means we have to rearrange the structure. So what is the meaning? How it should appear like letter H? So what you will do means always whenever you rearrange you will draw the monomer again. So what will be the monomer? This will be C double bonded with C. So it's C double bonded with C. 2 bonds up, 2 bonds down. Means our monomer should always appear like letter H. It's like a letter H. So our monomer should always appear like this. So what we have to do, the monomer propene is given, but it does not appear like letter H. So we have to rearrange so that it appear like letter H. So what we will do, like first we'll draw this structure. Okay. Now we have to make, look, these are the 2 carbon atoms, double bond. These are the 2 carbon atoms, double bond. With this first carbon, how many hydrogen are there? With the first carbon, which is having a double bond, how many hydrogen are there? So it has 2 hydrogen. So if it has 2 hydrogen, so it's up to you. 1 hydrogen you can make it up, 1 hydrogen you can make it down. Then what about the second carbon? This is a second carbon, so this is your second carbon. It contains 1 hydrogen. So as it contains 1 hydrogen, so it can be anywhere, it can be up or down. So it's up to you. I made it up, but you can make it down. And next to that is a chain of a carbon, which is CH3. So this is CH3. So actually this is also propene, but what we did, we rearranged the structure because the sides of this monomer should have carbon-carbon double bond so that we can easily form a bond and make a long chain compound. So what happened? This is one molecule. So this is propene. This is also propene. Only we rearrange the structure, but this is also monomer, that's propene. And there will be many molecules of propene. I'm not drawing too many. I will just draw 2 or 3 here. This will be a second molecule. And this will be a third molecule. And so on. So whenever a question is given, a monomer is given, you will always rearrange the structure. Here CH3 will not make a branch. Why it will not make a branch? Because you select the longest carbon chain. So when you select the longest carbon chain, you started here and you will finish at this point. So it's not a branch. We cannot put beside carbon, like if you put it here, you will be confused to draw the polymer. Don't make, if you try to draw CH3 here, you will be confused. So better your monomer should appear like letter H only. So it's CH3. Now what you will do to draw, this is propene, this is also propene. Another one is, the third one is also propene. All these structures are propene. Now to draw polymer, what I will do, I will draw the same structure without a double bond. So I will draw the same structure. CH3, this is one. This is another. This is another. . Sorry, here is hydrogen. It should be same way as the other monomers. So hydrogen, hydrogen, and CH3. Now what we will do, just we will link them together by a single bond. So these two carbon will have a single bond, these two carbon will have a single bond. And next to them, there are also carbon chains, but we are not drawing all. So we put a bracket and write N. What does it N means? It means there are many molecules which are also linked, and this will continue till N. So if we have N molecules of propene, they will form a polymer. What will be the name of this polymer? Because polymer monomer was propene, so polymer will be polypropene. Is it clear the concept of this addition polymerization, that small molecules, unsaturated molecule join to form a long chain compound? Another example, copy this and I'll give another example. So where we use this polypropene, as you have seen, these buckets made up of plastic, they are mainly consist of polypropene. I'll give another example. There's a compound which is called vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride is the common name. It's not a standard name. Actually, vinyl chloride, if I draw the structure for vinyl chloride, okay, you want to copy? Copy this. Chloroethene or ethene or vinyl chloride. What is chloroethene or vinyl chloride? The structure is C double bonded with C, H, 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 Cl. So this is a monomer of chloroethene, or this is a common name, which is also called vinyl chloride. Now, if I want to draw a polymer, so how to draw a polymer? I already show you the structure. It appears like letter H. So if I draw the monomers again, so it will be C double bonded with C. There will be H, H and Cl. This is one molecule, one monomer. Then there will be another monomer. Then there will be another, and there will be lot of molecules. These are the monomer, which is also known as chloro ethene. Now, if we want to draw a polymer, what will happen? We'll draw the same structure. Like if we have n molecules, like lot of molecules of this, so draw the same structure, the double bond will break. This is one molecule. This is another molecule. Then there's another molecule. And I'll link them together. The double bond will break and they will form a single bond with each other. So there will be single bond between them. And we
Sir,
will,
if the double bonds are breaking with the same energy, why don't the single bonds also break?
because different amount of energy is required to break different types of bonds. That's why. Double bond means there are more electrons, they have greater repulsion. So double bond can break easily into single bond, but it need more energy to break single bond. So what happened? The double bond first break because you can see here high electron density means more electrons are there in the region, and electrons are like charges, they are repelling each other. So due to this repulsion, one of the double bond is there. Out of these two, one of the bond can break easily, and they link together and form a long chain compound. You can break a single bond as well, but you need a greater amount of energy. So as we link them together, a long chain compound is formed. What was the name of the monomer? What was the name of the monomer? It was
Vinyl chloride?
vinyl chloride. What will be the name of polymer? What will be the name of the polymer? The name of the monomer is vinyl chloride.
But we will also have to see the chloroethane.
So it will be polyvinyl chloride. You can
So
also
what
say
is ethane?
polyvinyl chloride. And maybe you have seen some of the pipes, they write PVC pipes. What is PVC? Actually, PVC is polyvinyl chloride. The pipes which are used for drainage, for water pipes,
So
these
sir,
pipes,
what will happen to ethene?
it's a vinyl chloride is same as chloroethene. You can say chloroethene or you can say polychloroethene. Vinyl
All
chloride
right.
is a common name. So polyvinyl chloride or PVC pipes, maybe you have heard of this name, that PVC pipes are used. So mainly they are polymers which are formed by vinyl chloride, which is also called chloroethene. Is it clear? Common names you don't have to learn. This is just for information. I use the term vinyl chloride, but in exam point of view, they will give you the either name of the monomer and they will ask the name of polymer, or name of polymer will be there and they may ask name the monomer. Sometime structure of monomer is given, you have to draw a polymer, and sometimes structure of polymer is given and you have to identify the monomer. So if polymer is given and you have to identify the monomer, so what you will do, just take the first two carbon atoms and draw the same structure, place a double bond, that will be monomer. If you want, if in a question you have to draw a monomer from the polymer, so you can identify that as well. This is called addition polymerization. Why we call addition polymerization? Because the only one product is there and that is only the polymer. Another example, Tetrafluoroethene. Tetrafluoroethene, when I draw the structure, it means tetra means 4, eth means 2 carbon. So between the 2 carbon, there will be a double bond and 4 fluorine atoms are there. 2 bonded with each carbon. When you draw polymer, first we'll so these are the monomers. Monomers will have carbon-carbon, like double bond will be there. This is one. And there will be N molecules. This is another. So what happened to form a polymer? The double bond will break. So to form a polymer, the double bond will break. C, single bonded to C. 1 fluorine up, 1 fluorine down. For this one, 1 fluorine up, 1 fluorine down. Same thing for the second one, 1 fluorine up, 1 fluorine down. And they link together by a single bond and form N molecules, like continue till N. If the monomer was tetrafluoroethene, what is the name of the polymer? What will be the name of this polymer?
Polyfluoroethane.
Polytetrafluoroethene. And where we use this compound, maybe you have seen non-stick pans. So non-stick pans consist of a layer of a compound which is called polytetrafluoroethene or Teflon. Teflon is a common name. This is actually a non-stick pan is having a layer of polytetrafluoroethene. So that's the food will not stick to this. Even the temperature is too high, but the food will not stick to the wall or the base of this container. So non-stick pans having a layer of polytetrafluoroethene, which is commonly known as, this is commonly known as Teflon. Teflon is a common name. It's not according to any structure. Is it clear? The addition polymerization. Now we'll do some questions related to organic chemistry. Condensation polymerization I will explain tomorrow. Now we'll do questions so you have a better understanding of this topic as well as the topic you studied earlier related to organic chemistry.